The emphasis of Genesis 1 is equality and oneness. So this creates no place for racism to exist. We're all descendants of the same mom and dad. We're all descendants of the same couple. There's no race that has priority. There's no supreme race. There's equality in the races and in ethnicities. There's equality where the image of God is on display, which is every human being. There is equality across the board. Same is true of the sexes. There's no place for racism. There's no place for sexism. Why? Because God created them male and female in his image. That's how he created them, equal and one. So there's no higher status for a particular gender. So we're going to get into, this is a foundational element. I want to hear men and women here, primarily the men. I want you to hear this is a foundational element. At no time in this series move on from Genesis 1 and the equality of the sexes. We'll start talking distinction a little bit. The culture won't do that. We are going to do that. We're going to talk distinction, but never forget in the midst of that Genesis 1. So there was this dog, this old dog. His name is Toby. We called him Tobias Thielman. We kept him for a week, a little dog that stayed in our house. He stayed in my home. He slept on my bed. Like, this isn't my dog, right? But he did have the puppy dog eyes. I said, fine. Slept in my bed. I fed him. And what I knew would happen happened. After the second day, my kids were over it, and I was cleaning up the poo. Right? So it's like all of this is going on. I took care of him. I had him in my home. He slept on my bed. He's a boy. He's from Chilliwack. We have a lot in common. I have more in common with the baby girl who lives on a trash heap in Haiti than I have with that dumb dog who stayed in my home, is from Chilliwack, and is a boy. I have more in common with that baby girl from Haiti in poverty who has nothing because she was made in the image of God. Dog wasn't. We all know that. Never lose that. That's what Genesis chapter 1 speaks about. Same in essence. Glorious equality. There's no license because of Genesis 1 for a man to wield his authority in a selfish way, aggressive way over a woman. There is no place because of Genesis 1 for any kind of racism, for any kind of inequality of the nations at all. Genesis 1 tells us that. We need to learn that. We need to know that. Imago Dei, me and the little Haitian girl, not me and the boy dog from Chilliwack.